Episode 99. Let the game begin. For a successful businessman, dinner parties were the most common activities. Having drank a lot, Fred saw a shadow when he was pissing in the men's room. He did not pay any attention to it, pulled his pants up, and turned away. However, a bag was put over his head. Smelling something odd, he lost consciousness. When he woke up again, Fred saw a pretty face next to him. The girl suddenly sat on top of him, chuckling.
"Mr. Fred, you're awake."
Fred was someone who enjoyed sex a lot, but his monstrous wife had never let him get his way. At this point, there was no way he could control himself. Fred disregarded the situation and put his arms around the pretty girl, hammering her mindlessly. However, someone was banging on the door. Fred paused and then sped up. The girl moaned louder and louder, making people outside the door aware what was happening. It was an ordinary motel, so the room was not soundproof. Hearing the noise, the rich lady who was waiting outside panicked and knocked the door open. The two did not mean to stop at all. The noise of flesh hitting flesh and the panting were loud and clear. Seeing that the man was really Fred, the rich lady burst into tears.
"You son of a bitch! Cheating on me with 2 women at the same time!"
Hearing his wife's voice, Fred was shocked. With his body shaking, he gave up his load. The rich lady was even more angry, grabbing the hair of the second woman who was waiting on the side, growling,
"Damn you, bitch! I'll kill you!"
The woman had been in prostitution business for years. It was not the first time she had to deal with such a situation. As her hair was grabbed, she quickly hit the rich lady's face with her head. The rich lady was knocked over. The woman sneered,
"Your man is not interested in you. You cannot blame that on others."
The woman who was in bed with Fred came down to dress herself, complaining,
"I thought you were a stud, but you finished in less than 3 minutes. How lame."
Fred felt his male ego was challenged and wanted to catch that woman, but she quickly ran away. Irritated, Fred kicked his wife hard.
"What are you doing here?"
The rich lady screamed with tears.
"Damn you! I waited for you at home and you were here cheating on me!"
"What's wrong with that? I have had enough facing a pig like you." Reminded of what had just happened, Fred bristled.
"Damn it! You've done nothing other than drag me down. It is my worst luck to marry you."
Hearing that, the rich lady cried,
"Son of a bitch!"
Serena continued to hear the cries through her computer, feeling bad for the wife. Serena now understood why this woman had become so hysterical. It was hard not to, considering the man she had married. The footage that Serena was looking at was taken by the camera that Jake had someone stick on the bottom of the rich lady's handbag. From this angle, Fred's feet were visible. Suddenly, with a scream, the camera blacked out. She heard the screaming of the rich lady and the sound of a man beating a woman. On the next day, this video appeared online and went viral quickly. Fred had no idea that his wife would post something like this. Then, Fred's company experienced a huge crisis that was beyond rescue. On the same day, Fred's board turned on him as they canceled their collaboration with him, causing Fred to lose $12 billion. The press had come to Fred's home, producing headlines about his company. Everyone was guessing that this might be the doomsday for him. Julia quickly learned everything about this. The more she knew, the more unease she felt. The moment school was over, Julia quickly took her stuff and rushed out of the classroom. Mila happened to be walking out of her classroom and called Julia. "Hey, wait! This is for you!" Julia turned her head. Mila was holding a gift box in her hand, and there was a beautiful wristwatch inside. Julia was surprised. "For me?" "Yes!" Mila raised her wrist. "I have one as well. Serena gave it to me and they were in the same set. She asked me to give it to my best friend." Hearing it was from Serena, Julia looked awkward and said, "Forget it. I don't need something from her." "But this is a token of our friendship. I don't want to give it to anyone else. Just take it." Julia saw Mila's pleading face and had to nod. Mila smiled and put the watch on her wrist, saying, "Don't take it off. We will go to dinner together." "Okay." After getting rid of Mila, Julia quickly went back home. After she was let go by the Robinson Financial Group, had been staying at home. Julia pulled her into her room as soon as she was back. She asked mysteriously, "Sister, did you see the news?" "Yeah, I did not expect that Jake would be so ruthless this time. It was just face-slapping Serena, and he almost bankrupted Fred's business." Julia heard the gravity of things and asked hurriedly, "What should we do, sister? If he found out that it was us who sent the photoshopped photos to that old woman, wouldn't it be bad for us?" "No worries. There's no way he could find out." Julia sounded confident and sneered. "I could make her lose her baby without anyone doubting me. If you didn't tell anyone about this, who could find out? But, no but. Be smart. All Serena had was the support of the old captain. Well, I have the support of Nola. When the captain's dead, it would be our time." However, neither of them noticed that a dim red light was beaming on the wristwatch that Julia had just put on.